Hello, my name is Moonshine. I am a stop motion animator, and stop motion animation has been my YouTube career for the past 14 years. I'd say I'm a little qualified to teach some stuff. I don't think there's any right or wrong way or one true way to do anything. In this tutorial series, I will be teaching things the way I do things. So yeah, please keep that in mind while you watch, and hopefully you learn something. Today we're going to learn about lighting, controlling lighting, the types of lighting equipment you're going to use, lighting temperatures, and just the neat little things I do to accomplish the various different types of shots you see in my animations. Anyone that's ever made stop motion or tried their hand at making stop motion has probably experienced some kind of flicker in their shots. Now, what do I mean by flicker? It's when you're playing back your animation and suddenly a frame or two is noticeably a different brightness or darker. It might only be a frame or two, but sometimes that's all it takes to break a viewer's immersion and give your animation a lower, a feeling of lower quality, or just that amateur look. This is more often than not because the lighting changed or was disturbed in whatever location you were working in. Lighting in stop motion needs to be a variable you can control. You need to control how much or how little of it is in a scene, and you need to make sure it is constant. Never film in a room with sunlight, because the sun moves. It moves when you don't want it to. You have to be an absolute control freak when it comes to stop motion. You always want to film in a dark room, and if you can cover the windows, cover them. Lights come in countless shapes and sizes. I use all manners of different lights, bulbs, and devices to achieve all sorts of looks and feels. There's so many things on the market. But you don't have to start off by getting like the most expensive thing you can get. When selecting a light for your animation, I look for 3 different things. The first being adjustable height. You control how far your light source is from your set. The angle. Make sure your lighting equipment can, you can adjust the angle of it so you can control how the light hits your subject, as well as the ability to change the bulb for, something else. All sorts of different bulbs. This is very important because it's what's going to help you control the intensity of the light, shadow placement, as well as your ability to manipulate the scene. Stop motion is very hands-on. You need to constantly manipulate the setting and your subjects, and if your light is in an awkward position, that's more chances for you to unintentionally disturb your scene. Being able to control where your light will be emanating from is also crucial to the scene. Are you recreating daylight? If so, what time of day is it? Is it high noon or an afternoon sunset? Are you recreating interior lighting? If so, is it a floodlight or something much dimmer? Lights can be cold, warm, or white. We'll touch back on color temperature later on this video, but changing bulbs will let you control this. Bulbs can also have different functions, such as varying intensities, ranges, and the directions in which it provides light. Some bulbs, like this torch-style lamp, are gimmicky, but I've used them many times to great effect to, emulate stuff like a campfire or a burning war zone. The lighting of a shot helps set the mood of the shot. Lighting controls the atmosphere, from how much of it there is to how little of it there is. All these play together to sell the scene, but so does color temperature. There are colder scenes and warmer scenes based off the type of light. Colder lights tend to be bleaker and more blue, while warmer scenes are more orange and reddish and really fill out a scene. Most cameras have settings that allow the user to pick the temperature of a shot, and this is called white balance. Anyone that has ever used a digital camera of any sort has seen it. Flipping through these settings show off a very noticeable change in color. Using this setting alongside your bulb can help you achieve the atmosphere you're looking for. Here we have one of my characters, Resnia, placed in a shot. We are going to be keeping the background and the pose the same, but we'll be changing the lighting from warm to cold. So most prominently, there's a color differentiation. Okay, now I'm going to change the lighting from warm to cold, but I'll also place the light in a different position for each shot. The warmer scene now looks like a late afternoon and the colder scene looks like the dead of night. And now you can see how everything comes together, from the type of light bulb used to the type of stand the bulb is placed in. Utilizing all these factors together helps to create the shot that has the desired effect and in turn gives you that atmosphere that you're going for in your videos. So one of the best ways to get some soft lighting on your subject is called whiteboarding. Basically, if there's a very harsh light source above, by having this whiteboard underneath or near your subject, the light source bounces off of it and it is diffused and reflected towards your subject in a much softer way. How much or how little it is diffused is controlled via the distance at which you have your whiteboard. And your whiteboard can be any piece of like matte white material. Printer paper cut into whatever shape you need works just fine. I just use the backs of photographs I have lying around. I use cardboard for almost everything. It is cheap, it is everywhere. You can take it from your neighbor's trash can on recycle day. I doubt they'll give a shit. Toilet paper rolls, paper towel rolls make really great light funnels that you can use to control how much lighting hits your scene, as well as where it will hit the scene. So here we have a normal light bulb lighting a scene, but now I'm going to use this cut up paper towel roll to limit where the light is emanating from. And now it's effectively a spotlight. Or in this case, I'm gonna re-angle it so the light hits my subject like a street light. And there you have it. This has been the basis for all of my animations for years. All this is stuff I've learned just from experimenting, playing around. So, see what works for you, try it out, and you might figure out something that works for you better than, what I, suggested here, but, now you know the fundamentals. And as always, if you'd like to support my work, please consider becoming a part of my Patreon community. We do, cozy little work streams there. We have a Discord. Yeah, that's about it. Oh, and you can ask me questions that I've answered like 100 times already.